Hello students, I welcome you all to the online class of Physical Education class 11. So today I have brought the continuation video, that is part 2 of the chapter 5, that is yoga. So as you can see students in the slide, we are first of all going to understand about asanas. So what basically asana means? Asana means to acquire any position that gives comfortableness to the individuals. Asana is any posture that an individual can acquire for longer duration of time. So let's see. A position which is steady and comfortable. In asanas, body is kept in various positions in such a way that the activity of organs and glands of body becomes more efficient and finally improve the health of mind and body. As you can see students, in this I have included all the asanas, the various types of asanas, okay, in this image. So moving ahead, now asanas can be classified into 3, namely meditative asanas, relaxative asanas and corrective asanas. So these are the 3 types of asanas. They are meditative asanas, corrective asanas and that is relaxative asanas. So the first one is meditative asana. From the name itself students, we can understand that the meditation power of the individual can be enhanced, increased with the help of meditative asanas. Similarly, relaxative asanas helps in removing fatigue and relaxes an individual. Relaxes an individual physically as well as mentally. That means giving relaxation to the individual is known as relaxation asanas. Next, corrective asanas. What is corrective asana? They basically helps in correcting the body posture. That is, regulate and systemize the different activities of the body, and finally the body provides the energy to the body. So some of the examples also I have quoted. Some of the examples of meditative asanas are Padma Asana, Siddha Asana, Gomukh Asana and Veera Asana. Some of the examples of relaxative asanas are Sashanka Asana, Shabha Asana and Makra Asana. Some of the examples of corrective asanas are Sirsha Asana, Sarvanga Asana, Vatsya Asana, Hala Asana, Bhujanga Asana and Chakra Asana. So moving ahead students. So see, I have tried to show you with a pictorial presentation students. You see, meditative asanas I have taken Padma Asana. Basically, all the spiritual gurus, okay, when they sit for meditation, they acquire Padma Asana to go for meditation. Similarly, I have taken relaxative asanas as Sashanka Asana. You can see in the image student that the first of all the subject need to acquire the Vajrasana pose, then from there he need to further bend forward. For corrective asanas I have taken Sirsha Asana, where the head of the individual is touching the floor and the leg is head high. So next we are going to discuss about Pranayama. So students, when we hear the word Pranayam, it is basically joining of 2 words, that is Prana and Yam. So Prana means vital life force and Yam means to have control. So when we combine both these words, we come to know that it is the control or the regulation of our prana. That is pranayam. Moving ahead. So these are the three phases, students. Three phases of pranayam. That is inhalation, exhalation and retaining of breath. So I have also given you Sanskrit terms. In Sanskrit, inhalation is known as puraka. Exhalation is known as richaka. And retaining of breath is known as kumbhaka. Students, in examination, if the question is asked about pranayam, then every student will be writing about pranayam, what they mean by pranayam, what they understand pranayam, followed by these three processes of pranayam. But in theoretical subject, students, presentations matter a lot. So while presenting your answer, if you write Sanskrit terms along with the English term also, it gives an added advantage to the student to acquire more marks in comparison to those students who will be simply writing the English terms, that is inhalation, exhalation and retaining of breath. So always try, students, always try to go for better presentation, because better presentation in theoretical subject can only fetch you good marks. So inhalation is known as puraka, exhalation is known as richaka and retaining of breath is known as kumbhaka. So inhalation means intaking of oxygen, exhalation means releasing carbon dioxide. The third one, retaining of breath, means when we are inhaling oxygen, we are retaining that oxygen for a while in our body. There is a pause that is occurring, students. So that pause is known as retaining of breath. That means we are holding the breath. That is retaining the breath. It doesn't happen like such that we are inhaling it and quickly releasing it. It is not happening in such a manner. So what actually taking place is, we are inhaling the air, we are holding that air for a smaller time limit. So that holding of breath is known as retaining of breath. Then we are releasing. So that is exhalation. So three phases are, students. Inhalation is known as puraka. The second one is retaining of breath. Retaining of breath means kumbhaka. And the third one is exhalation. Exhalation known as richaka. Okay, I hope students you will remember these three Sanskrit terms. Okay, and try to write both English terms as well as Sanskrit terms if asked in the question paper. So moving ahead, next students, we are moving to meditation. Introduction to meditation. What basically meditation mean? So meditation mean that it is a process of complete constancy. That means complete concentration over a particular object, thing or thought. So according to Patanjali, the concentration of mind on impulse, that is on signals sent by our mind, that is the concentration of mind on impulse without any divergence is known as meditation. So what is meditation? Meditation is the concentration of mind on an impulse without any divergence. Divergence means without any obstacles, without any hurdles. Okay? Is known as dhyan. We call dhyan in English as meditation. The stage when perception starts directly is called real Dhyanavastha. Okay, Dhyanavastha is a Hindi term, students. It is meditation, the state of meditation. Dhyan is not a practice, but it is a stage of mind in which there is a continuous dynamic consciousness without any obstruction. Moving ahead, students. Next, we are going to discuss the physiological benefits of asanas and pranayam. So, I have listed out several benefits, the physiological benefits of asanas and pranayam. Let's see one by one. The first one is it increases blood flow and slows the heart rate. It increases exercise tolerance, leads to deeper level of physical relaxation, good for people with high blood pressure. It decreases muscle tension also, helps in chronic disease like allergies and arthritis, etc. It enhances the immune system of the individual, enhances energy, strength and vigor, helps with weight loss. It reduces the tissue damage, higher skin resistance, drop in cholesterol level, lowers risk of cardiovascular disease. So likewise, students, there are many more physiological benefits of asanas and pranayam. Okay, so let's move to second slide, that is Suddhi Kriyas. So next we are going to discuss about Suddhi Kriyas, students. Since the name Suddhi means cleanliness, so basically Suddhi Kriyas are helping in cleaning the internal organs of an individual's body. So let's see. So Suddhi Kriyas are like a machine where human body also requires. Okay, human body also requires internal and external cleanliness. So cleanliness of internal organs of our body is done by 6 actions. They are also known as Satkarmas. They are Neti, Dhoti, Basti, Noli, Tratak and Kapalbhati. I repeat, students, these 6 actions are Neti, Dhoti, Basti, Noli, Tratak and Kapalbhati. So you can just see, students, with the help of pictorial presentation, I have tried to make you understand that Neti, Dhoti, this is Agnisara, Dhoti, Noli, Basti, Kapalbhati and Tratak. Next, what basically is these 6 cleansing action? Let us discuss one by one. The first one is Dhoti. Dhoti means it is cleansing of abdomen, teeth, tongue, ear for the elimination of impurities and increasing their efficiency. So by cleaning these internal organs, we are also enhancing their efficiency level. Second one is Basti. It is performed for cleansing of bowel. It is helpful in removing many diseases of abdomen and sleepen. Neti, it is cleansing of nasal canal, means the nose area. It is useful for treatment of many diseases of head and neck. Fourth one is Noli. So abdominal massage by unifying and rotating abdominal rectus muscles. It intensifies gastric fire. Tratak. Tratak is gazing an object without blinking. It provides excellent vision. So by practicing Tratak, an individual's vision vision capacity improves or vision power improves within an individual. The last one is Kapalbhati. It is the purification and ventilation of frontal lobes of the head. It removes disorders of Falgun. So students, one by one we have tried to understand how these 6 satkarmas are helping an individual. Next students, we are going to discuss another topic, that is yoga for concentration. So basically we will be discussing about 5 important yoga asanas which will help an individual to enhance his or her concentration level. So let's see which are those 5 asanas. So the best 5 yoga poses to sharpen mind. I have included only 5 students, okay? So men and women and children searching for the best 5 yoga poses to sharpen mind are advised to practice. First of all is Sarvanga Asana. As you can see the image students, how Sarvanga Asana is performed. It is very much similar to headstand. Here the entire body weight is on shoulder and both the hands of the subject is placed straight behind in contact with the floor, where palm is facing the floor. Second one is Padma Asana. Just see the Padma Asana. A very common asanas among students. Students love to perform Padma Asana. Third one is Padahasta Asana. You can see the image students. Padahasta Asana. First of all, the subject or the student need to stand straight, erect. Then he need to raise his both the hands up and have a deep inhalation. Then with exhalation he need to bring back. He need to bring back his both the hands and try to touch his toes. You can just see students. Both the palm of the hand is placed below the toe. The fourth one is Paschimottta Asana. In Paschimottta Asana, the subject need to sit with his legs extended forward. Then from that position, the subject need to raise his both the hands, and with exhalation he need to try to touch his both the hands on toes. Simultaneously the nose or the forehead of the subject need to touch the knee. The last one is Halasana. In Halasana, what happens students? The subject need to first of all lie down in supine position, hands on side. Now from there the subject need to arch his lower body up and need to take his both the legs to the back side, and where both the legs should try to touch the floor. So all these 5 asanas students helps immensely to enhance, to increase the concentration level of the subject. So what are those 5 asanas? The 5 asanas are Sarvanga Asana, Padma Asana, Padahasta Asana, Paschimottta Asana and Hala Asana. So these are the 5 asanas that helps an individual to enhance their concentration level. Moving ahead students, next we are going to discuss another topic, that is Yog Nidra. Yog Nidra is also known as Yogic sleep students. Okay? Yogic sleep means the individual is not completely at rest, not completely sleeping, but his mental awareness still exists. Okay? Let us have an understanding about Yog Nidra. So, just see the students, the introductory part, that the concept of Yog Nidra was started by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. So, who invented? Who started Yog Nidra? Swami Satyananda Saraswati. Yog Nidra is a form of Tantra. It is not sleep nor concentration. It helps to open the inner chambers of our mind. Next, some general instructions to perform Yog Nidra. They are a set of asanas or 6 to 12 rounds of Surya Namaskar can be performed before Yog Nidra. Next one is, it is recommended to practice Yog Nidra in Sabha. So, the individual need to first of all acquire Sabha Ashan pose. Sabha Ashan pose means the individual need to lie down in supine position. Okay? Legs will be apart, hands will be at sides. So that is, Sabha Ashan is recommended to practice Yog Nidra, students. So, here we are continuing with the steps of Yog Nidra. Means, what are all the steps an individual, a subject need to follow while acquiring Yog Nidra stage. So, first of all, preparation. Okay? Preparation stage consists of eye closed, body is still. Means, body have to be at stationary position. No effort to concentrate or control the mind. Mind is in a mood to relax. That means we need to keep our mind, our entire body in a relaxed state. Next one is, the whole atmosphere is changed with one type of powerful vibration. The whole atmosphere, the subject will be experiencing that there is a change in the atmosphere. How the change occurs? A type of powerful vibration is being observed by the subject. Body is in the state of complete relaxation. Now, second one is the resolve stage. The resolve stage consists of a sankalpa is made. Sankalp we call it in English as promise. A promise need to be made. Most often recommendation is to resolve, to awaken the Kundalini, that it is the Mooladhara chakra. Okay? Next, the third stage is, students, rotation of consciousness. Now, rotation of consciousness means we will be keep on rotating our consciousness from one part to other part of our body. That is, awareness is felt at each part of the body. Second one, start from right side. The subject should always start the consciousness, awareness about his body from right hand side always. Then to left hand side of the body. Next to the back side, then front of the body. So you can observe, students, how rotation of consciousness is taking place. So first of all, it starts from right side of the body, followed to left hand side, then back side of the body, then front side of the body. Next is body or floor contact. So the fourth stage is awareness of sensations. Okay, so awareness of sensations I have divided into certain sub-stage, that is heaviness, lightness, heat and cold. So first is heaviness. Entire body becomes very heavy in the beginning phase. Intensify the feeling of heaviness and gradually relax part by part. So in the beginning, the subject will be feeling a lot of heaviness. Slowly, gradually, the subject will keep on relaxing one part and the other part of the body as a whole. Next, under lightness, whole body becomes light. Body is felt as it is a mass of cotton. See, the body is correlated here as a piece of cotton. So, means Yog Nidra will provide such relaxation to the body that the subject will realize that his body is very light, is light as compared to a piece of cotton. Next one is alteration of heaviness and lightness. So there will be alteration of heaviness and lightness. So alternate feeling of heaviness and lightness will be coming. Heat. Experience heat all over the body. The subject will be experiencing heat all over the body. Next is cold. Experience cold all over the body. So once the subject need to experience heat, that is when heaviness occurs. Then when the subject feels relaxed, feels very light, the subject will feel cold. Moving ahead, students, the fifth stage. The fifth stage is rapid visualization. That is, quickly visualize objects as said aloud. Do not think for long time. If unable to visualize, it is alright. Then the sixth stage is chakra visualization. That is, awareness of chakras in an order. That is Mooladhara. So these are all chakra students. That is Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Ananhata, Vishuddhi, Ajna, Bindu and Sahasrara. So these are various chakras. The seventh stage is the concluding the practice. So what is the conclusion of practicing Yog Nidra? That tells us that body becomes aware of the external environment. So the individual, the subject who is practicing Yog Nidra will become aware of the external environment. Repeat of the sankalp 3 times. So repeat of the promise 3 times. Slowly open the eyes and sit up. The subject need to slowly open his or her eyes, and you can slowly rub both the hands. By rubbing both the palms with each other, you will experience some heat. Then you will slowly, gradually apply over your eyes and face and slowly open the eyes. So this is all about Yog Nidra, students. So today we have discussed in the video presentation first of all about the introduction of asanas, where we have discussed the various types of asanas, that is relaxative asanas, corrective asanas and meditative asanas. So after discussing elaborately about asanas, we discussed about meditation. Then we discussed about pranayam. So after discussing these 3 elements of yoga, we discussed about the various Suddhi Kriyas. Suddhi Kriyas means those which are helping an individual to clean the internal organs. So as human beings need to clean his internal as well as external organs. So Suddhi Kriyas helps in cleaning the internal organs of a human being. So after discussing about Suddhi Kriyas, we discussed how various yoga asanas helps in enhancing the concentration power of an individual. We discussed 5 important asanas which help in developing the concentration level of an individual. So followed by that, we have discussed the Yog Nidra. Yog Nidra, as I told you students, is mean that yogic sleep, where the individual is sleeping but the individual's body is not at complete rest. The individual experiences his all the body part. There is rotation of awareness, consciousness. Okay, so the rotation starts from, first of all, right hand side. After right hand side, the awareness, the consciousness moves to left hand side. Then from left hand side it moves to back of the body. From back of the body it comes to frontal portion of the body. This is all about awareness of the body, awareness of various body parts. The individual comes to aware about his various body parts, and in the process, students, the subject, the individual relaxes his entire body. That is all about Yog Nidra. So students, I think today's video help you all in having a better understanding of these topics. If you have any problem, any doubt in these topics, you can personally approach me. I will be feeling very happy in clearing your doubts. So thank you students, thank you for joining. I will be coming again with more videos on another chapters in the future. So till then, take care of yourself, stay safe, stay blessed. God blesses all students. Thank you all of you.